Hi, everybody, and welcome to Chat with Kat. I just want to start by saying my deepest condolence to the Wilson family for their loss of Brian Wilson. And if you don't know who that is, he was the genius mind behind most, if not all, of the major hits of music that the Beach Boys had over a 40-year phenomenal career in the music industry. And he's a true testament that you can go through struggles, and if you believe in yourself and you believe in your art, nothing will stop you. So I want to start with that because I'm a huge Beach Boys fan. Kokomo is one of my all-time favorite songs, and I have a lifelong dream to go to every place that they sing about in Kokomo. So hopefully that can happen. I've only been to one so far, which is Key Largo. But I'm hoping to hit all 7. There's 7 places that they mention in Kokomo, so I have 6 more to go. Anyway, so I wanted to start with that and kind of tie it into my day. So this morning I got to go to Camp Shriver, which is a summer camp for children within the developmental disability community, and it is hosted by the Special Olympics. And regardless of any thing that happened in the past with the Kennedys, I want to focus on the event today. Okay, so I wheeled in to a large cafeteria style room, and there were about, I want to say 50 to 60 kids and 10 counselors, and the energy in there was just so infectious, so incredible, and I really just felt so welcomed. And the reason I'm telling you all this is I'm going to tell you guys a secret. In the past couple of months, I have had many people, not many, but several people, doubt my abilities and doubt my advocacy and doubt my character. And I've kind of let those doubts become a little voice in my head, and to be completely transparent, I've had, some nervousness going into events. But this morning I woke up with a newfound confidence in my abilities and in what I can do and what I bring to the table. So whether it was my energy feeding off of them or their energy feeding off of me, it was a wonderful experience to be a part of. And these kids asked such amazing questions, but one of the questions that I asked them that really stood out to me with their answers was, what do you want to be when you grow up? Because I told them that I had always wanted to be an author, and that I always loved writing and I loved reading and so forth. So I wanted to know what it was that they aspired to be. And some told me things that I felt really old because I had to kind of look around and ask what it meant. One wants to be a streamer. I thought he said a screamer. And I didn't know what that meant, but now I know what a streamer is. Another one wanted to be a YouTuber when he grows up, a famous YouTuber. And then there were some interesting answers. Another one said he wants to be a superhero. And lastly, there was a little girl that told me that she wants to be a marine biologist. And that one stood out to me the most because unfortunately, this administration has tried to tell society that, people within the autism spectrum will never amount to anything. And you know what? By meeting that girl, I can tell you that she will be a marine biologist. She had such a great energy and such a great spirit, and it just really made me so happy to hear. And I even told her a story about when I was little, and I liked the movie Free Willy, and at the end it said, "To adopt a whale, call this number." And at the time I lived in a house with a pool, and I told my parents to please call the number so we could have a whale sent to our pool. So that's the innocence of a child right there, because I thought we could really actually adopt the whale and have it live with us, but never got to experience it. Anyway, I just want to tell all of you this because and I'm in no way comparing myself to Brian Wilson, but because his fame level is insane, but I do think that there's one thing in common, that between myself, this little girl that wants to be a marine biologist, and Brian Wilson, no matter what challenges, whether it's mental, emotional, or physical, none of us are allowing it to stop us from living our dreams and to have lived our dream. So I just wanted to end with that, and I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your day, and I will be back probably in a little bit with a bonus episode, because I have a friend who asked, his name is Stu Brown, and he asked me to speak about accessible parking violations, where people park in spaces that are designated for people with disabilities. And I found it really interesting that he brought this up, because he actually lives in New Zealand, and I actually had no idea that they had accessible parking in other countries. To be honest, I've never gone outside of the United States, and I thought that this was just an ADA thing. So he actually educated me. So I'm going to probably put out a second episode in a little bit once I educate myself a little bit more about it. And I will talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye. Mwah.